Adam.
I have the most inspiration, the most creativity, the most motivation that I've ever felt in my entire life.
Wow.
Like, I feel like at the beginning of every year, it's like 2016 is gonna be the year, 2017 is gonna be the year, 2018 is gonna be the year. There's something about like a new year,
Right.
that like fresh outlook and perspective and opportunity is like really exciting. But I truly feel that, like, it's happening.
It's already been happening. We got back from Maui a few days ago. We had the pleasure to MC and help facilitate at International Tribe Design.
Yep.
That was insane. And shocker, what's happening next? We're going straight into like a ton more events. We're launching programs and we have new opportunities in our lives. And I agree, like 2018, like I remember the beginning of 2017, we had just come out of Costa Rica, the Pura Vida tribe. And I was like, yes, this is the year. I'm gonna do live videos every day and I'm gonna like build my business. And it was dope, and then it wasn't. And so 2018 actually does feel that way. Like we're 2 weeks into January and we're moving at quantum speed. We're like, I'm releasing the need to keep up with the speed of how awesome things are.
Ooh, that's fun.
There's something about this idea of like 10xing your dreams, 10xing your life that a lot of people I admire champion, and it seems like that's what we've been doing lately. It seems like it's almost in a weird way easier to go after these massive dreams and to go after massive kind of opportunities and goals than it is like the realistic ones.
Totally.
Because there's so much more excitement and so much more energy
Exactly.
that's generated in my body when I think of like, whoa, what if I could do this? Like, what if I were to like go to Costa Rica for a month, and what if I were to you know, sit in ceremonies and go through intense body rituals, and what if I were to generate lots of income? What are like big fucking dreams? That gets me way more excited than just like, all right, let me be realistic about 2018.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'd rather 10x my life than
Exactly.
be realistic.
Well, there's something about like the concept of unrealistic that like, for me, it like incites a fairy tale. And I fucking love fairy tales. Fairy tales are awesome.
Who doesn't?
And it's like, for me, it, like, I don't feel any pressure around like the unrealistic stuff. Because if it doesn't happen, it's like, well, at least I tried, and it was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And shocker, even if it doesn't happen the way I think, so many amazing things happen in that through that process.
Shoot for the stars, land on the moon.
Like, exactly. And miracles are just continuing to unfold.
Exactly.
And something that's coming up for me is like Tim Ferriss popularized this, maybe other people have said it, but it's like we overestimate what we can do in the short term and underestimate what we can do in the long term.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about 2017, it's like sometimes I'll like look at what I did in the past week or the past couple weeks or month, and I'm like, I'll get down on myself, like, oh, like I haven't accomplished. And then when I look back a year, I'm like, holy shit,
It's insane.
Look where we were a year
It's
ago.
insane, yeah.
Look where we are now. This beautiful house, like having this beautiful life, and so much momentum and things happening.
Yeah.
It's true. It's so true. Like what you're saying is huge, and this is like, I know this guy loves Grant Cardone. I haven't studied his work as much, but he's all about 10xing.
Uncle G.
Good old Uncle G.
Old Uncle G-ski.
Hey there. Say hey to a neighbor.
Hey, neighbor.
What we used to call Ryan, and I want to bring it back, is Watts Cardone. He's like a mix between Grant Cardone's savage business savvy and Alan Watts's rascal guruship.
Yes.
And what
love that.
I bring up Grant Cardone to say that he has this epic idea that one of the biggest things I've taken away from him is like, it's just as easy to generate the emotion, the excitement, and the drive to generate $10,000 as it is to generate $1,000.
Yes, I love
So
that.
why wouldn't you 10x your goals? And then another one that comes in, and this is from our boy Naveen, the guy who's CEO of Viome and like a crazy entrepreneur. He's like, you know, you go up to people and you're like, oh, I'm building this app to like, you know, link up roommates in a local town. Like, dude, you want to invest in me and get into it? And you're like, that's kind of cool, but fuck it, I forgot it 10 seconds ago. But instead, if you're like, I'm building an app to help entrepreneurs get millions of dollars and actually land on the moon so we can mine asteroids. Suddenly people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this person, here's $1 million. Like, the bigger your dream is, actually the more like momentum it attracts to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all about momentum.
And so to ground this in, to speed this up, to put
Speed it
some
up.
teeth onto
Speed it up.
this,
To 10x this.
to 10x this, to get them down to brass tacks.
Yes.
We have like tons of amazing events that we're co-facilitating, that we're attending, that we're creating, and I put a couple lists in mind, but the first ones that are coming to mind is Costa Rica in February. Basically mid-February to mid-March, we're doing a Superhero Academy, which starts on the 17th and goes through Envision Fest. So if that's something you're interested in, Pura Vida, come hit us up. And then directly after that, International Tribe Design, March 8th to 12th. We're going to be there. And I've found, just to ground this in once again, that me going to these events and being around people that are 10xing their lives and that are just like shooting for those stars, I can't help but rise with that tide that's just like spiraling up.
Totally.
Absolutely. Yes. What else do we have?
Well, I want to mention that there's the idea of like 10xing your life or going for big dreams and hanging around with people that are doing exciting things. Like, that's gonna look different for every single person. Only you know what is your 10x.
Totally.
And if you try to do somebody else's 10x, it might lead to a lot of misery and not feeling like you're able to actually do it. So when I say 10x, I mean your 10x. Like, what feels really exciting to you? And while we're doing all these things, we're going to Costa Rica, Tribe Design, these are all wonderful things. There's also something that is equally as exciting as big, but maybe not as huge of a commitment, and that's our coaching program that we are launching on the 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
February 2nd, Misfit Academy launches, and this is a perfect segue because your 10x is going to look different. Our 10x right now is emceeing international retreats and being divine masculine G's. I said it, humble brag. I know Ryan gets a little heartbeat sometimes when we brag, but it's true. Like, I'm living in my purpose, and I think you'd agree.
Yep.
So that's one thing that we're 10xing, but the way in which we can help you 10x your 10x. Yo, dog, I heard you like to 10x things, so I 10x'd your 10x for 100x. It's a meme. That's a meme, by the way. But no, the way we can help you 10x your dream is February 2nd. We're gonna have a link in the comments to all of these videos, which are live on 4. Shocker. Mystic Misfit 4x. Mystic Misfit Academy launches February 2nd. We only have 33 slots available for an epic 6-week coaching program where we can help you 10x your dream through social magnetism, building polarity, practicing communication, and deep diving into your authenticity. And that is going to be on the Mystic Misfit webpage. You're going to fill out a form, and we're going to talk more about it. So if you're feeling the call, both to enter the program and or get on this train, we're going to be living in Costa Rica basically for a month, doing like back-to-back events. And if that's something you're called to right now, I would say don't even wait. Type in the comments right now, or like send us a personal message, whichever video you're on. Send one to Mystic Misfit or one of us right now.
Just literally say like, I'm interested, and we'll personally reach out to you. For the first handful of people, we're gonna do something really special. We're actually gonna invite you to come stay at our house. So
that's the one we missed, huh? Live in Immersion.
Yeah, that's
Jordan, go for it.
Yeah, so we also are doing live-in immersion experiences at our beautiful home, Mystic Manor in Encinitas. We are literally right by the beach. I can hear the waves crashing right now.
Swell's
the swell is insane right now, and we just have this amazing home. And we did our first one here a couple weeks ago. And for me, it's something we've been talking about for quite some time and developing the curriculum around it. And finally, we pulled the trigger. It felt right, and it is one of the most aligned things I've ever done. It was such a, being retreat junkies and knowing a lot of people that go to retreats, they're amazing experiences. But for somebody who's really trying to dig deep and like get that personalized, customized, first like one-on-one type of experience, this is it. And we have an amazing space that we've cultivated to support that. And so we have a few weekends available. Actually, this weekend is not yet filled. The weekend of, I think it's like February 3rd.
Well, the last weekend of January, or the last like bookend of the weekend, starting January 29th. We also have a slot available. And just to give a little more context, if you're familiar with like events, masterminds, conferences, or you've even been to a retreat with us, which I imagine some people on here have, imagine a full retreat experience, or as we like to call them, a personal development bender, where all the focus is on you individually. Like you literally have a personalized clinic of our curriculum, our home, our workouts, our programs, like all focused on you. So this is like, that's the real deep dive. I mean, if you want to put these on a scale, that one's at the end of like the most extreme, most transformation. Maybe the least is like you attend one of these events or you join the coaching program. So, and the good news, Jay, is that if you want to go into the live-in immersion, I have a sense that you're going to get a little combo deal for the other programs.
Absolutely. So basically, we have tons of stuff going on. And if I can just like further confuse you and overload you with information in this moment, it doesn't stop there. Once our lease ends here, we're going to Berlin. We're going to be there for 1 to 2 months, maybe longer. We might have a retreat there. Beyond that, we have like grounding camp with Elliot Hulse. We have, I don't even know where the world's going to take us. We might have an event in Austin. There's just so many amazing things that are presenting themselves. And if you want to ride this momentum that I feel so inspired by right now, hit up your boys. Them Misfit boys, they doing stuff this year.
Yes,
that's for
That's
sure.
true.
Absolutely. So just to recap, basically we want you to come hang out with us. We
Come
want
on.
to do cool shit with you. We want to 10x our dreams, and I just want to feel a lot of strong sensations and have a lot of fun in life. And I have the most fun when I'm going after my purpose, when I'm going after my dream, and when I'm doing it with other
Community,
people
baby.
who are doing
Yeah.
it. Community.
Communitas.
Community.
Communitas, baby.
What's the
Create the
final word?
unity
There it is.
within this blooming sea.
Yeah!
I was reaching. I got it.
You reached and you grabbed it and you brought it back to the people. All right, gents, let's end all 4 of these at the same time if we can.
Guys, come ride the swell with us. Drop on the Hooner.
Hoonski.
We love you.
Hoonski's got plenty of room ski.
See you out there. See you out there. Peace, y'all.